Hello, right, so what am I going to talk about today? I'm going to be talking about being stuck in your own ways. And I'm talking about it from the stance of maybe that you're wanting to become healthier, or it might be that you, like me, have got chronic illnesses, and so you're wanting to become healthier so that you can manage your symptoms when it comes to your chronic illness. I'll introduce myself. My name's Cheryl. I'm a nutritional therapist, trained as a nutritional therapist, and I'm a yoga teacher. And I'm putting all this stuff out there. I'm speaking and I'm writing about health and wellness, and changing your lifestyle, and talking about having a chronic illness because I'm diagnosed with a few, and helping you to manage your chronic illness, or helping you just to become healthier. So yes, so are you stuck in your ways? And do you find that being stuck in your ways gets in the way of you trying to make lifestyle changes? And I'm here to say that it's okay to be stuck in your ways, because I think we see lots of things, recommendations for things, or we if we need to go to the gym, we've got to go in all in, and change everything about ourselves. We can't enjoy watching the TV anymore. We can't enjoy Netflix because you need to spend that Netflix time by going to the gym. And having to feel like you've got to change absolutely everything about yourself, just to become healthier. It seems like such a chore, and at times it might be that you need Netflix time instead of it being going to the gym time. And it might be going to the gym is your thing. So, it might be that, yes, you're getting your peace and your relaxation by doing that. But if you're in this space where you're thinking, well, I'm going and doing these things, but I'm not enjoying it. And I'm going and I'm doing these things, and I feel like I'm losing myself because I feel that I've got to change the way that I am. And I'm here to say that it's fine if you are stuck in your ways. And, I'm stuck in my ways, and I love it. I love that I'm stuck in my ways. I don't really want to change that much about me. I don't want to do that. And I don't feel that I should have to do that to become this person. I do believe that I can make very small changes, and in time allow those small changes to influence me. And then I become a slightly different person because I've made those small changes, but I don't feel like I have to do that overnight. And it might be that you're like me with a family, and you can't allow things to change drastically because you have to do things for your family. You might have a very young family. You might have a bit of a blended one like me, where you've got older children, but you've also got younger children as well. And sometimes it just feels like it's absolutely impossible. Like, how can I fit all this in when I've got to work? I've also got to do the school runs. I've also got to make sure that my teenage children are fine, my adult children are fine, make sure that my partner's okay, run a home. And I think I've said already, and work as well. It's very hard to juggle all of that. And maybe those things are a bit more important than having to change absolutely everything about myself so that I can become healthier, or I can do things to help myself. So that's not saying that you shouldn't try and do some of these things. And this is not saying that you shouldn't be open to change. But what I'm talking about is it's like having a complete personality change overnight because you feel that's what you need to do. Overnight you decide, I've got to change absolutely everything about the way that I eat, and you go and buy all this stuff, and telling yourself, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stick to it, and kind of like really knowing in some ways that, I don't know, this is going to be so hard, I don't think I can stick with this. Is that how you should be? And I say no to that. Or, changing yourself drastically by going to a gym or going to do exercise classes every single day of the week, telling yourself that this is the way you must do things. And then it's because it's so much, you just can't keep up with it. And so what I'm saying is that keep those things that make you, keep those things that you enjoy, keep those things that you have to keep, because if you're a parent and you've got children, then you can't, there's no kind of deviating from those responsibilities. You've got to do those things. But it's okay if you are changing something very small in your diet. It might be that, you might like your daily cookies or daily cakes. And it might be that you're just telling yourself, instead of having this every day, I'm going to do this every other day. So you're not taking that thing that you enjoy totally away from yourself. Instead of saying to yourself, well, I'm going to go to the gym every single day, then why don't you just try it for once or twice a week to start off with? Instead of sacrificing maybe that time that you enjoy with your family, watching Netflix or watching, certain TV programs. It's okay to do that. So if you are stuck in your ways, I'm just here to say that it's fine to be stuck in your ways. You might not want to stop the things that you enjoy, and I don't see that you should have to do that. It's fine. But yeah, on the other side, be open to change things, some things, but don't make it rule your life. I think that's the hard part, when you feel that these things need to rule your life and take over, and you become a different person. And we have to look at our circumstances. So I think a lot of stuff that I see where it's recommending these like lifestyle changes. And I'm just talking for me being in my 40s now, that I think a lot of those things were a lot easier for me to do in my 20s. Now, the things that I did that was quite drastic in my 20s when I was diagnosed with my first chronic illness, it was quite easy for me to do it because I was like 22, 23 years old. I had no children. I didn't really have that much responsibilities back then. And it was quite easy for me to be practicing yoga back then for 90 minutes a day. It was quite easy for me to be waking up at 5 o'clock and getting all my stuff out and then exercising and doing those things at that time in the morning. Could I do that now? No, I can't do it now. I can't do it now because I would wake people up if I was going to start doing that. I've got a 6-year-old and she'd probably interrupt me as well, and I'd wake her up, and I can't do that. There's times when I possibly could have gone off to the gym or gone off and done a class at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I can't do that now because I have to make sure that I'm available so that my kids get off to school, and I can't do that because I've got responsibilities. Whereas in my 20s, yeah, it would have been really, really easy to go and do those kind of things. And when it comes to changing things completely, or changing things, because sometimes changing your diet can be quite costly, can be quite expensive. And when I was in my 20s, it would have been very easy for me to do that. In my 40s now, where I have to think of food for the whole house, and I have to also look at that there's people in my household that we do eat differently, we have got our own sort of tastes, then for me to go out and just have this purely organic diet, which is what I had when I was in my 20s, I can't do that because I have to look at funds, I have to look at affordability, and I can't do that. And you might be exactly the same as well. So we have to look at all of those things when it comes to lifestyle changes, and you have to really make the lifestyle changes work with what we've got going on at the moment in our current life, what our circumstances look like. We have to do that. So yeah, don't feel guilty and feel that, okay, I've read or I've listened to this thing that says that I need to go and do this diet, and it would mean that I have to eat so drastically different to the rest of my household, and I don't know if I want to do that at the moment. Then don't do it. You don't need to follow everything to a T. It might be that you can pick out certain parts of that diet, certain foods within that diet, and that you can include that within how you're eating already, how you eat with the family. But it might be there's a few little things that you do slightly differently. It doesn't mean that you have to eat completely different to everybody else. I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. And when it comes to, exercise, again, it might be best for you to just do once or twice a week. It's fine to do that. Don't feel that you have to go all in, change absolutely everything about your life. It might be that you enjoy time with your partner, and it might be that the evenings are the only times you've got to do that. So instead of it being every day, and you feel like you've got to commit to something and do that every day and take away that time from your partner and your family, then maybe once or twice a week. That's fine. That's fine. Don't feel that you have to change absolutely everything about yourself, and don't feel guilty because you've got these certain things that you do that you cherish, and you don't want to give up some of those things, all of those things straight away. So just take your time and just do small amounts of things, and don't feel that you have to give up being you. And it might just mean that it might take you longer to get a particular result, but it might be taking you longer to get that particular result, but you're possibly a lot happier while you're doing that. A lot of things out there, it is really about everything being done so quickly. And I think we live in this very quick world where, we want to see results really fast. We want to see results within a week. But with doing that can cause a lot of stress. So which one would you prefer? Would you prefer to do things quickly and be stressed out, and if you have a chronic illness, making your symptoms worse? Or would you prefer to do something where it's going to be over a longer period of time? You can do things around your current lifestyle and the things that make you happy, and in the process of doing that, you will be happy and become happier. Would you prefer to do that? So these are things that you need to weigh up, because for me, I am quite set in my ways. It's took me 40 odd years to become set in my ways, and I like who I am, and I don't want to change lots of things about myself, because I am who I am. So I want to be stuck in my ways, and if you are, then that's fine too. Okay, so I think that's all I've got to say for today, and I will be back here very, very soon. So you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye for now.